That's absolutely beautifully clear, isn't it?
It looks clear, yeah.
That's lovely.
Sorry about that, folks. We were the wrong way up. We were upside down.
Well,
More so than usual.
they've had to adapt to worse things than that. When we started this,
Yes,
we were
for a
often
start.
upside down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna find the.
So look, here comes notice. Here come
people.
I have to thank Anon, whoever Anon is, for the wonderful lunch and supper that they got delivered here from where Ponte Vecchio. Where the hell? That's not it.
Ponte Vecchio.
Ponte something in Ipswich. Pomodori's.
Pomodori's,
yes.
Who is that wonderful.
From? It's been a wonderful lunch, and it's with a mid-afternoon snack, and I'm already on to it for supper.
Was it maybe Betty?
Huh?
Was it maybe from Betty?
I don't know who it was from. It said Anon.
Anonymous.
Anon.
Maybe you've got admirers out there that you're not aware of.
They're feeding me. That's a good thing.
An old boyfriend or something.
Huh?
An old boyfriend or something like that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, we were a little late because I had to do some animal things before it came out because it's a little wet out there, and I wanted to make sure they were all inside. And it's very wet here today, isn't it?
It really is a miserable. It on the radar thing, we're down to dark green and yellow.
Dark green and yellow.
And the yellow is really that's a blizzard.
Yeah, it's been pretty heavy rain.
Yeah.
And just as I left the house around about 4:15 to go and bring the goaties in, and I tell you, the heavens just opened when I did that. It really started bouncing at that point. And I think it's the easiest job I've ever had of getting the goats to go from the field to the stable, because they were like, we want to get inside, yeah. So
where'd you put them?
I put them in Tanner's barn, yeah.
Oh,
they've got a stall in Tanner's barn.
Yeah,
they're quite happy in there.
And the whole place is quite dry, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Tanner's can get a little bit wet, particularly in the back stall on the right. Okay. I think there's a little bit of a slope there where some of the water comes down the hill and gathers, but it's not bad. I mean, as long as you got some shavings down and everything, it's okay.
What are you doing with all the shaving you're taking out of the arena?
Well, they're going in a big pile at the back of Tanner's, way over towards the fence, the far fence that I think is.
And they're just going to be.
And we'll
composted.
We'll take it to. We'll have to. This is one of the things we need to get a program around and it's a shame that we don't have that big trailer that we used to have.
I know.
Because we could be dumping it all in there, and then as soon as it got filled up, we could just take it to Brick End,
Right.
And we can't do that now because the trailer is in constant use for other things,
Where is it?
The dump trailer's up there.
Oh, it's got manure in it?
No, it's got building stuff in it. So we need it to take stuff down to the Georgetown dump, as the guys are doing work. And we also need it to go and pick up wood and other things for the work that's going on. So it's a real shame we don't have that big trailer, the big dump trailer, So anyway, we'll get there. But the plan would be, I think, that we would load that up regularly and take it down to Brick End and drop it off. And even better if we could get Brick End to come in, or somebody else to come here and pick it up.
Well, we can. And sometimes if it's good dark manure without too much shavings in it, the construction guy, Jeff Masterson, big outfit, he'll come with a couple, just about 3 trucks, and bang, it's gone.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Yeah.
And if it's good dark stuff, he's happy to take it, but if it's got too much shavings in it, I gotta pay him to take it.
Right. Yeah, I see. Yeah,
So
that's how it works.
that's the big difference.
So, how was your weekend?
Did I have a weekend?
Yeah, that was the weekend.
It went
Today's
by.
Monday.
It went by real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janine comes home Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
What I always say is the current plan is for Janine to come home Wednesday, but I don't know if she is coming home on Wednesday or not. So
Okay.
I think as we speak, she's still in South Carolina, and she's got to drive all the way up. So,
Yeah.
which is a 2-day trip, I think, because you have to stop somewhere.
Well, she stops with relatives in Arlington, doesn't she?
I have no idea.
We have Arlington relatives in Arlington,
Is that
She's been known to stop.
Arlington,
Virginia.
Virginia, right? Where the
That's where she had the donkey fall asleep on somebody else's front lawn or something.
right? Let's see. Anyway, I think she's planning on being up Wednesday, but it could turn into Thursday or Friday, I guess. So
You never know.
you never know. When working with animals and
Janine.
Janine, that's true. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. So yeah, we got a couple of packages here.
is there any mail?
There, I went down to the mailbox and there was no whale, but there was a package.
Oh, well, Ted, but they take the package.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's another package over here. This one. This is from Fugan.
Oh, yeah.
Now I need to find.
Okay. What do we got for opening devices? There we go. Here we go. Sometime we will get organized and find our equipment.
I know where it is. I just keep forgetting to bring it over.
Well, I thought it was in my father's desk. Isn't
No, we've got us. There's one over in the other building.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in his desk. And I can't find the desk.
Right.
There we go.
Careful with that.
We got it. Okay.
Oh!
What direction is that? This is the box cutter that we were just looking for, right?
It's a box within a box within a box.
Yeah.
It's
Hang on.
what came first, the chicken or the egg, the
Get that
box or
one.
the box cutter?
Well, let's see who said it.
Oh. You know what?
What?
I'm glad you opened that one first, because now we can use this one to open up the second box.
Okay.
Gift from you from Linda.
How about that?
Linda from Idaho.
Linda from Idaho.
Thank you very much, Linda.
Okay.
A nice box cutter for Carlene.
And we got this one too.
What is that?
I'm not too sure. This
That's
could be
for, is that for stabbing me once you can't find the box
a letter
cutter?
opener. I mean, is this a letter
It
opener
looks
type?
like a letter opener. Yeah. Looks very fancy.
It is. There we go. Something came out. This is good trash. Really. I need a trash thing. If we tape that up like that, it'd be a deeper trash thing. Oh, look,
Oh,
there's
there's
two
two
of them.
of them. Crikey.
Two of them. Fancy things.
Are they different sizes? Look at that. That's nice. How'd you like them?
Very attractive.
Them letter openers. Look at those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
poke somebody's
Hold on, hold here. We could have a little fight.
There we go. Yeah, right. All right. Okay, you want to hold
Fencing
those,
contest.
and we'll open this.
Thank you very
thing.
much, Linda. That's very helpful because Carlene has been asking for those.
Yes.
I will leave them here on her.
Give me the box opener.
Oh, sorry.
I got a box here. There we go.
You have to hold it open.
Here we go. Oh, I do.
Or do you push that in or something? I don't know.
I guess you don't just lock open. That's pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is from Fugan.
from Fugan. Okay, you want that one? And you can have the box cutter back again with the thing inside. Glass cleaner. We could use that.
Yeah, we got a lot more glass in here than we used to have. There's a lot more glass here than.
I didn't realize that that shade thing that goes up is in between.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realiance that.
It's good because it means the shade doesn't get all dirty.
I know. I thought a dog's going to put their foot through it without any,
Yeah.
but it is a good thing. Okay, well, great.
And-
Now we have no excuse but to clean the windows.
Yeah, and I put one of those, you know, when you come in the front door of the main house, if you come up the little steps at the front and then you come into the entryway,
Yeah.
and there was a double door going on to the deck,
Uh-huh.
a sliding door. We put one of those, it's like that one, except it's not as big. And we put that on going onto the deck, and it's got the blinds in it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that clever. Okay.
So
What is this?
that's the glass cleaning cloth.
Oh, that's the wiper deal.
Yeah. It's,
That's the whole unit. Okay.
so yeah, we have no excuse now for having dirty windows, other than
I'll
ourselves.
get at that tomorrow. I swept half the floor today, and it's not easy in a wheelchair to try and sweep the floor.
We've got these cloths. There we are. Thank you, Fugan.
And I've got the floor mop prepared. That's as far as I got, and I quit.
The place is looking good.
I was busy all day.
Tell us about your lunch. So you had lunch?
I had lunch.
What was it?
That was the stuff that Pomodori sent.
Right.
It was souvlaki
Souvlaki, yeah.
and onion rings
Onion rings.
and salad.
Nice.
And then there was a package of chicken wings.
Great.
It was very good.
Right. Is that you for dinner as
About
well?
3 days.
Yeah. Good. That's super.
Well, I think what will happen is I think Michelle may come. She's been feeding me. I think I'll offer to split some of this with her so we don't
Sounds
get
good.
too stale.
Sounds good. So just so you know, so Elizabeth isn't here because she's at Meredith having a vet assessment of one of the quarantine horses that's there.
Right.
Before it can move on to its final destination.
Which is,
Somewhere in New
you
Hampshire.
had that trotting horse.
Yeah. It's called Panalytical,
I don't know.
or Pan for short. Yeah.
I don't know.
And he used to be a racehorse.
Yeah.
And he is going back to his original owner. He was
Right.
rescued and is now going back to the
Wow.
original. I don't know how it all worked out, and I might have the story wrong, but they traced him back to his original owner, and he's going there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
interesting.
And there was a lady came down who was his daughter who remembered the horse when she was young and lived at home, and she stopped by to see the horse at Meredith.
Oh.
And remembered it because she was passing through Massachusetts. So I think they're up in Maine or something, New Hampshire or Maine. I can't remember. So hopefully that horse will be going home this week. Yeah.
Good.
which is one less horse to deal with.
Don't whisper.
One less horse to deal with.
One less horse to feed.
Yeah. Because horses cost money to feed.
Look, horses eat a lot of hay.
Yeah. A lot more than a donkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The donkeys are really they're a joy to behold. They're a lot less trouble.
Yeah.
You can't own a horse a month, but he doesn't cut himself on something.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And I can't remember any laceration or anything on a donkey.
Yeah, they get the odds bite or...
Well, they may get a little nippy with each other, but
Yeah.
they don't get their feet stuck in things. They don't.
Yeah. And they're not
Right.
precious about it.
Yeah.
They get hurt and they're just sort of...
They
So
stand
what,
around.
yeah? Yeah?
They stand around.
Yeah. That's it. So she's over there. She'll probably be back here shortly to help me do the chores. Where are the llamas kept? Somebody's asking. The llamas, they're not llamas, they're alpacas.
Over at Meredith?
At Meredith, yeah.
Yeah.
They're over at Meredith. Yeah.
We have an odd collection of animals and things. And it was really amusing the other day to see somebody come up the driveway with a chicken house, pretty good sized chicken house, on a trailer and try and get it up the hill into where Elizabeth wants to keep the chickens. And that was a maneuver because it was a heavy thing. It's a decent sized chicken coop.
Yeah. It's
but the back
10 by 9 it is.
Huh?
It's 10 by 9.
10 by 9?
Yeah, 10 by 9.
Okay, whatever, 10 by 9. But what fascinated me was that trailer, you could drop a second set of back axles that faced the other direction.
I know.
So that you could sit still and have the trailer turn itself a right angle. It was really...
Yeah, because he did it out there.
Yeah, I watched it. I had a good time watching that one.
Yeah.
I never saw that before.
No, I hadn't either. Yeah, you
Pretty
can
weird.
you can go and look at them doing it online. Their company is called MoveMyShed.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what all he does is move sheds for people.
Huh.
So the equipment he's got is very specialist because
It certainly was.
yeah.
They even turn around down here was
Yeah. Yeah.
federal project.
Yeah. And it was close between them getting that in because right next to the fence line, I had to take the fence posts out to move it in. And then there's a tree stump that was there that's sticking up.
Oh.
So they had to get it over this tree stump as well with this thing. And I built a foundation.
Did they take the one that's under the deck?
No, they didn't. No, I'm going to just get rid of that. I'm going to chop that up and use it as firewood or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be a nice thing.
Yeah, but they dropped it on a foundation just perfectly and it was level and everything. So
There's a foundation there?
yeah, I laid a foundation.
Did you?
Yeah.
What kind of foundation?
I got what do you call it?
Cement?
Aggregate. You know, I got
yeah.
small stones
Yeah.
and I built it up because it's on a slope.
Yeah, it is.
I built it up at this because it's sloping down like this. So I built it up here
And how are you going to keep this from going downhill?
because I packed it down and then I put breeze blocks on it.
Oh.
Cinder blocks, you know, to give it a bit more height. And then we had another couple of blocks here, but very low, and they just dropped it straight on top of it. I think it's pretty solid.
Good. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Couple of years from now, if it's sliding down the hill. Because there was a contractor that told me that the Deagle house was definitely going to slide down the hill. It was never going to stay where it was. It's been fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's some subsidence around the edges, but it looks stable.
It's not going anywhere.
No. No.
He had it coming all the way down the hill and into the pond.
It wasn't going anywhere until the tree hit it. Yeah. Still got to get that fixed. So I am going to have to look at questions on here because I think I've lost the questions. Let me get back.
Oh, boys.
Gosh, there's a lot of questions or a lot of comments.
What do we got?
I don't know the comments. That's weird. I'll never understand how that works. Sorry. Yeah, it is better than ice, Roger. I'd rather have the rain than the ice.
Who?
Rather have rain than ice.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't freeze tonight or anything, we'll be okay. I did actually. Someone was asking here, Helen, if I bring the goats by to see Carlene. If I bring the goats by when I'm bringing them back to the...
Oh.
I did yesterday, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I brought them down the hill and you saw them there.
Yeah, right.
But old Carl wasn't very happy about it, I don't think.
No, Carl was just Carl.
Carl's a bit grumpy, yeah?
Did you hear about him getting bitten?
No.
Michelle put her dogs out when I put mine out, and they got nose to nose on the fence.
Oh, yeah, I read in the Daily Dog.
Yeah, and he stuck his nose through it, and his little rotten dog bit him. It's I got it, mommy, you know.
Big dogs are scared
of funny.
Big dogs are scared of little dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, so I bring them down this way normally, but today I went the other way, so I didn't.
Which camera would they be on?
The problem is when I go the other way down through the parking pit, you don't see them at all.
Yeah.
But normally I bring them down here, so they'd be on the yard cam.
Where do they live?
They live in the little field just next to the pond.
Yeah, I know about that one. I don't like that. That I think should be a grass deal.
Yeah, maybe.
And we can't have it grass if we're going to have hoof prints. It will grow.
Well, the problem is where else to put them.
Well, we're building back here.
Yeah. Yeah, but they need somewhere to roam around. Yeah.
Was there a roaming place back there?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, there was a great deal of effort at one point to build a shed for them back there so that they could be fed by people who were in the TeaTime.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that.
I don't know what the long-term plan is for the goats.
We go.
I'm not even sure what the long-term plan is.
Long-term plan is, sort of maybe supper.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can tell you, you're never going to get grass in that area with those.
No, you won't.
Hoof prints.
No.
Bad enough we got the chickens.
Yeah. Where is the elephant?
Where who?
You know the elephant?
The elephant.
Remember your elephant?
Oh, I don't know where it is.
It's probably in the container.
It's probably in some horse trailer somewhere between here and South Carolina.
Lots of people watching. We've got 173 people here. Carlene is wearing Jerry's pajamas.
Well,
you're wearing Jerry's pajamas.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Jerry.
I have a good collection of pajamas. But I couldn't change them because I couldn't get in the closet. It was too crowded. So.
Yeah, somebody was saying it looks like you moved your chair a little.
I did. I moved it back here because the the stove is going to go over there where my chair was, and we're not going to try and hook the stove up. We're going to look at it all summer and figure out what we're going to do with it next. I don't know what we're going to do with it next.
I don't know.
There's a funny bunch of concrete out here that could be something also.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice out there and sit there at night with a hot chocolate and
Yeah,
a bit of warmth.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't. You can't have that stove outside.
Why not?
No,
No.
that's an extremely valuable possession of mine, and I like it.
I wasn't saying it wasn't nice.
Well, you couldn't put that out in the rain.
Okay.
You know what you guys put out in the rain for a very long time and told me it was going to be a rusty mess, etc. Is my doctor's scale, and it's perfect.
I know.
Eh?
Uh-huh. I know.
You weren't one of the ones telling me it was going to be a rusty mess.
I can't remember. I can't remember. It is rusty.
Huh?
It is a bit rusty.
It's no.
It is.
It's not got any rust on it.
Well, a little bit.
No, it's not rusty.
It still works.
It's brass or something.
Yeah.
It's not rusted.
Uh-huh.
And it works perfectly because it matches the electric scale until the electric scale runs out of batteries. And then my doctor scale continues on with perfect,
Well, it seemed to measure really well because remember I went on it, and it measured more accurately than the electric scale.
It's very accurate.
Yeah.
It can't be inaccurate with all the sliding.
I know.
It's
clever.
At any rate. And the cash register.
She is making room for her stove. I know where the cash register is.
Where's that?
It's in the container.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's heavy.
It is heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
That's what I asked Wallace to pick up one day. He just picked up and walked off with it
It's
like
pretty
it was.
heavy. I mean, I've moved it, but it's heavy.
It's heavy.
How is Carl's noise? I think she means nose.
How what?
How is Carl's nose?
How
After
is
his bite.
Carol?
Did he get bitten on the nose, Carl?
Yeah,
Yeah. He's fine.
it seems fine.
I think his pride was hurt more than
His pride was very damaged. Very damaged.
Not sure
He
his
sleeps on the bed now. Thank God we've got a sheet for the bed, because the dogs are taking that over. I don't know what I'm going to do about dog beds. I had visions of a sofa sort of here that they could sleep on.
I don't know.
It's going to get crowded though.
There's a dog bed just there.
Huh?
There's a dog bed just there.
That's not a dog bed, that's the stove.
All right, that's the stove. Right, okay. That's where the stove goes. Okay. All right. Is there a court date this week?
It's what?
Is there a court date this week?
Is there a coat?
Court?
Court.
Court. You know,
Court- oh,
as
court.
in legal court.
Legal. Yes, I think that's Thursday. That's why Janine will be home Wednesday.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, she kind of has to be home unless she can do it remotely. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea, Judy, on Ipswich Senior Food Program. From-
Ipswich.
Somebody was asking, did anyone call the Ipswich Senior Food Program for Monday evening meal delivery?
I know.
I don't know.
Betsy's in charge of that.
Who's in charge of that?
Betsy.
Betsy.
Betsy Frost.
All right, okay. I don't know. Is that Sizzle? Sizzle is over there. Yeah. Just
Yeah, who's coming in?
that looks like the wife. It is the wife.
Is that your wife?
Yeah, I'll get her to come in.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Sizzles is down there, yeah. And then
Here she comes.
we've got
You can
Carl
take a
just
play
there.
picture of her running. There she is. Hello. Hey, now wait a minute.
Are you still in MailChat?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi.
We are, yeah. Come and say
How
hi.
are you?
You can sit here.
Oh, okay.
How's the horse? You had the vet for a horse?
Yes, and I went to the doctor.
Well, let's find out how the horse was first.
I don't know. I've got to wait for the results.
Oh, he took samples or something?
He did a big drench up its nose and then collected the output.
Oh, this is the
Yeah.
What do you call it? Quarantine.
Yes, my quarantine.
So we're trying to figure out whether he's healthy now.
Yes, we're just making sure that he's good to travel. So we.
They stuck a thing up my nose when I was in, and they were looking for COVID.
I don't think you look anything like a horse.
I don't know. I was there a long
Hi,
time.
Susie. Hi, Susie. You're such a good girl. You're a good girl.
A good girl.
So, yeah. So I think the horse is fine. But then again,
You don't have a degree that's going
I
to
don't
sell.
know, unfortunately.
Look, there's Sizzle. Sizzle's right in the middle.
Susie. Miss Susie.
Who?
Sizzle. Sizzle.
Sizzle. Hello, Sizzle.
He's a good girl.
She's a good girl.
Oh, and here's Carl. He's a good
Not
boy.
such a
He's
good
very
girl.
rude.
Not such a good
Carl
boy.
is learning his manners about going out the door with her. She goes first, and then he goes. And if he squishes her in the door again, I'm going to club him. Big fat thing he is, pushing his mother away. That was terribly rude of him.
Not very gentlemanlike behavior.
He's got to behave.
He has. He's
Right.
he's
So what else
boy.
is new?
It's very, very wet. Very, 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 very
It
wet.
is, but it's supposed to be nice tomorrow,
Yes, I
isn't it?
know. And then a bit of rain on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then good.
Are we going to get good?
Yeah, we're going to get good. Do you know what I think the problem is? We actually need this rain because we haven't had a lot of
I
moisture.
know. I know.
Even to the degree that I was saying to, who was I saying to? Can't remember. I said, we're not really experiencing mud season like we normally
No.
experience it. I was quite surprised.
You've been back there today?
Yeah, I know.
It is full of mud.
Yeah.
So, apparently, Janine has been spotted in Texas. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
A hare just got loose of trailer on the expressway
What's
during
he?
rush
Get out
hour.
of there, you.
What's he done?
Janine has spilt her trailer on an expressway in Texas. Somebody said.
Oh dear.
Wondered if Janine was in Texas because somebody had spilt their. Where she's definitely not in Texas
No,
because you
she's in
talked to
South
her earlier
Carolina.
and she was still in South Carolina.
She's in South Carolina.
What happened in Texas?
I think there must have been a trailer accident in Texas.
And somebody was concerned it was Janine
Oh,
because she's well known for.
I think she's bringing my small trailer home, isn't she?
Yes, so she can't fit anything with 4 legs in that at the moment.
That's probably a good thing.
Yes, definitely.
Apparently, it is possible to acid wash these aluminum trailers.
And does that get the?
And I'm wondering, if you look at that trailer over there, the
Yeah.
front panels are really shiny and glowing and things. And is that what it looks like if you acid wash it? Carl, you are a pain in the neck. Get out of here.
I don't know.
I think I don't know either. But she's been talking about painting the trailer. Well, I don't think we ought to paint it.
She just wants to get her hand-drawn donkey off the side.
I like that donkey, but apparently I'm going to lose a donkey.
Well, sometimes I always feel that if you can get away with not painting things, it's less maintenance. Because paint flakes.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a nice trailer.
Yes.
The fact that she can't stand up or you can't stand, I didn't have any problem with it.
I don't know how many times I've managed to bang my head off.
Well,
that
I have
trailer.
not banged my head once, so
Which
I don't know.
trailer
There's
are you
something.
talking
It's
about?
a tiny, it's the wee donkey trailer. It's
Oh,
really
that
cute.
one, yeah.
It's a half size. It's a
Yeah.
cut down size.
You'll never get your giraffe in it.
Right. Well, I did that so that I would look unique and look official instead of dragging a
great
small
big-
animal in a big trailer.
Yeah.
When I pulled up with that and had dogs and donkeys and things, they all were the right size.
Did you put your dogs in the trailer?
That was a dog trailer to begin with.
Was it?
Yeah.
We do have the decals for the windows. We just need to clean the windows, and now we've got the window cleaner.
We got, Fugan.
We'll,
Fugan gave us no excuse now.
yeah, there is no excuse for making progress.
And as for my wacko dilantin level, there are 30 monkey fists.
Perfect. Maybe that's your optimum amount now
Right.
of dilantin.
Gosh. Fugan said there were 7 more items delivered on Friday.
Oh, there must have been. Did you bring down the 2 boxes that were outside the garage? Oh, they must have been put in the other place because they're not there.
When were they delivered?
Whatever day she said they were. I can't
Friday.
remember. Friday, yes.
Yeah, it said they were left at the garage door.
Yes, they were.
I think I put them inside the garage
Is that where they went?
because it was raining, I think, and I didn't want them to get wet. Yeah.
You see, you can be too tidy,
Ah.
Nick. Honest
Well,
to
I
goodness.
just didn't want them to get wet.
Yeah, I thought you'd put them in the thingy, in the HQ thingy.
That was probably my long-term plan, but then I forgot.
That's what I'm trying to do here is not to have too many places to put things because I can't find them.
Because then you lose them
I lose
totally.
I've lost the remotes again.
Again.
I had them. I really did.
Right, Fugan, I will redeem myself by going and getting them for tomorrow's mail chat, if that's okay with you.
Oh. What's
Yeah, I
nice
think
is-
that once it gets to be warmer and I open those doors and have refreshments, I think, not quite so many people will drive by without coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be one less
No, you
horse
can
until we
actually
get
sit
another one.
outside.
That's
Yeah, I
absolutely
think
right.
so.
You know?
The gate is fantastic. Everybody thinks the gate is fantastic.
What is?
The
The
gate.
gate.
The gate is lovely.
It's
It's amazing
beautiful.
how excited you can get about a well-made gate.
It is a very nice gate.
It is.
Yeah.
You did a wonderful job.
I just
Everybody's
I just
watching.
worry about these guys
He does that for Wallace.
Huh?
He's doing that for Wallace.
for Wallace. They can do anything they want for Wallace. And I don't know how many sleep here at night, do you? How can I have 3 cars here overnight?
Oh, they leave them.
Huh?
They leave their work trucks here.
Yeah.
And then Mike's upstairs. He's got a silver car now.
Who's got a what?
Mike's got a silver car now.
Oh, does he? Is that
Yeah.
who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't
You
too
better
sure.
not be collecting people.
Did you get to see? Somebody was asking. Did you get to see the new Zebu when you went to the barn the other day?
Yes. This guy.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah, I had a conversation with him. Yes.
her.
Who?
Her.
Her. I didn't try talking to her.
Well, that's the one they were asking about. The baby.
I didn't talk to the baby. She's been talking to the baby.
I talked to the baby.
Okay.
But you've seen the baby.
He chased the baby around the stall twice today.
He's a cantankerous little stinker when he gets going.
Well, she's trying to nurse on.
Well, that's not a good idea.
Not working.
All right. So yeah, the ones that Fugan sent are personal items for Carlene
Right.
that I have to help install, apparently. So. Okay.
Did you hear I got a bunch of food?
Again,
It's very nice.
you got a pair of scissors beside you somewhere.
What are you looking for?
Scissors.
Scissors? I'm not sitting on scissors. No. Yes, I am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you got anything else down there?
What else? You know what else?
You went to get something to eat today?
Somebody sent me some. Anon.
An naan bread?
Sent me really about 2 meals.
Ooh,
Yes.
where did that come from?
Pomodori.
Nice.
Nice is right.
Wallace
With
is not.
salads.
Wallace is not training tonight. He'll be here tomorrow night. That's right.
Yes,
Oh, for demonstration.
for demonstration.
That's a good deal. And he's such a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he moved that coffin back there.
It's not a coffin. Stop that.
Sure
Cupboard.
Still looks like one.
Oh dear.
And you object to my stove? I can live with a coffin.
2. You got a choice of 2.
Is there scissors sitting next to Carlene? You have to move them.
She already took the scissors away. I actually did cut myself with those scissors there.
Well,
see?
did you? How did you do that?
Yep.
Apparently she wants. So Fernanda said Janine wants to paint the Goldie's logo on the trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
What are we going to do?
She's going to put the Goldie's logo on the trailer.
Oh. That's a nice logo.
I'll do that, Bella. Bella's going to send Carlene. Bella's going to send you a video of ZT.
Who?
Bella is going to send you a video of ZT training and playing later.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gosh, it's going on forever tonight, this. There is a screen door on the sliding door, yes.
I'm having trouble with a couple people and sending them emails. This constant contact that I use, because we send out so many, AOL will not send them out. I have to send them out through another company. And a couple people have gotten, for some reason, unsubscribed.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't think they unsubscribed. So I don't know how it happened. And they have to do their own resubscribing. I cannot correct it. Because Constant Contact is real picky about spam and stuff. So they don't want me resubscribing somebody. So I don't know. And I don't know how to tell them to go get subscribed. You know?
I hope you're not asking me to work it out.
No. No. They have to do it themselves. And it's not easy to do.
No.
And I think it on purpose they make it not easy to do. But I really, there's one person I do like to check and see if he's up in the morning and things like that. Somebody my age, and you don't know how long they're going to last here. You know?
Cheery.
Well, when he unsubscribed in December, I thought, oh my dear. So I had to go through all the obituaries trying to figure out whether he unsubscribed or exactly why. It gets complicated.
Well, it does.
It gets very complicated.
That's a thought for the day.
That's a thought for the day, right?
Okay, I think that's us. We're finished with questions. We'll see you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, yeah?
Okay.